How's it, my empire? Another episode, mate, from the authentic vampire's castle, mate. It's already been eternity, mate. Stuck on this level is no good. The problem is, my dad is old. I've got children and stuff, mate. Children that want to they want to change the world. But that's the sound, mate. That stereotypical sound, mate. The sound of the inevitable. I know what you're afraid of. Your parents and stuff. It's not my parents, our parents. But before those formalities, you've got to familiarize yourself with you got your episodes. So the empire must have our episodes. Yeah, but this dirtbag, you know what I mean? Thank you. It's the first thing I want to say. Are you blind? Yeah, but that's the sound of the Matrix, eh? So you don't put a leader with a follower because you've come after a leader. So maybe there could be 600 million people dead. There could be thousands of people dead. But what I'm trying to tell you is a military briefing. The world can't do simple things. Simple things like demolish and recycle concrete and stuff. The person is saying he knows everything. You don't know anything about an ordinary soldier. There's no stomach, for instance. It could be those people on the internet. But the thing is, our dad is old. You're too close to the hierarchy. So the way I see it, well, you've got your episodes. So you want to mess around with the darkness. So that probably means he wants the authentic wasp nest. Wasp nest is like you're talking about the ancient world. The ancient world had all these things, Heineken and stuff. Probably he came with no options. Well, I mean, to stop DJ Slaydem, I'm the leader. You don't talk to the servant because you've got Star Wars. But like Star Wars, but thank you. You're just saying he's a dirtbag. He's not a dirtbag. But of course, maybe the person can't understand. But so many people can't understand. But you've got to be careful. What I think in the mind is telling you 90%. So it's correct. Yeah, but my dad is an old man. Like so many people's dads. So many people have seen the champion. So many people are lost. But this is the thing about... the thing is, in the beginning, you know, like all these movies and stuff. Mutant X and stuff. The episode with Magneto and stuff. It's not Sky Television. This thing is very serious. You can make trillions of dollars. But if you're stuck on this level, then it probably was to see the comedy. The thing, there's no stomach. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like you've got your episodes. So you prepare to commit suicide. That doesn't work. Why should I be by myself? Yeah, but it's the bitter end. The bitter end is like a tiny house. Well, I mean, you're living in a haunted place. You've got to look for the history of where you live. But what I think is episodes are better. But in order to do episodes, you need permission. Because, okay, it was the white people. White people are not so bad. So you shouldn't have put your rotten eggs in a basket. So you shouldn't have done that in the first place. In the first place, you shouldn't have been choosing those Harry Potkitters and those Colvins and Rodney Scotts and etc. My cousin is not stupid, he's foolish. But that's how it starts. It starts like that. But that's what I'm saying. You know, the thing is, have it to yourself. But yeah, have it to yourself for a few minutes. It's another episode. So you can see the level that you're on. There's a lot of people to mention. But you mention who's the leader. C-Dub and Cohen and stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of C-Dubs and stuff. Yeah, but the thing is, you work with what you have. That's my job. Yeah, you've got all these people from all over the world. But unless you see the world, then it's about one person. So if it's about one person, the dog is done and dusted. It's like a dog. It's like a movie, right? Something horrible happened. Well, good. But not that our secret society is worried. Yeah, but one day you're beautiful. The next day is worried about you. What I'm worried about is why is the person hassling you? Yeah, but I mean, you don't copy someone. Whether it's Africans or whatever, get it off your chest. But not today. Today, what we want to negotiate is terms of exchanging technology. Of course, you'll have white children. Yeah, but you've got to be careful, mate. It's the bitter end, you know what I mean? The bitter end, they're looking for the puku, the stomach. Like so many planets out there. So many people make the mistake. Mistaking the leader for the servant. Yeah, but of course you want to be funny. Well then, the first thing to do is realize the ancient world. The ancient world had everything you're talking about, but only the emperor. So you've got to look at death. Death, like, okay, the person made a mistake. So don't get involved because you got involved already. But then there's no social life for the empire because, of course, it's been a long time. But probably my dad burped or something. Maybe he realized, hey, he's important. But it's a long time, so you've got to go step by step by step. Step by step in the War of Rhodesia, mate, the Mekong Delta. But if you can't go step by step, then you don't come to the future. You've got to look for nice Indian people. For nice Maori people. Well, if you're not nice, well, then it's not a wet dream or something. Then you can't live in a place like this. Because only one way to reach the darkness is to have permission. But that's another episode. So, standing up, mate, is about medicine. He thinks the Roman Empire can't conquer the world. The Roman Empire can conquer the world and measure every drop of water. But what can the Roman Empire do when technology is your friend? You're just saying he's a dirtbag. You're just saying he's a loser. I'm not about that. What I'm about is about technology. Technology is your best friend. If you are primitive, just like that, my friend, and you in the next world. But this is because you have your episodes. So they don't talk about these places, mate, because everything's introduced. The Navajo, Comancheros, pine trees, possums, tobacco. More important, ganja. Even better, I know what that sound is. That means you like us. You've joined the hierarchy. I mean, you've got your episodes. So why should I be funny? What can a mangro mob do? Or a patch member? If you're close to the hierarchy, so then you've got your episodes. But you go step by step. Step by step in the Russia war. Step by step with a secret society. But that's what I'm saying. This is what I mean. If you've got a girlfriend, of course you'll get pregnant. Because not everybody gets pussy like that. What you have to be careful of, does it exist? Or is it another species? Like you've got cats and stuff. Yeah, but you've got to be careful, mate. They got white ones. Probably they'll say what happened. That was a long time ago. To be the champion business, well, probably they done and dusted. So maybe they're saying, how can you have episodes? That's as easy as Inuits and Navajo and Comancheros having tobacco. They want to know the history. History, you learn from the leader. History, you've got to be like an Indian. You pay for that shit. A nice Indian. Remember back in the day. Back in the day, when all these people tried to be obsidian. They tried to be kryptonite to Superman. That's what I said. Who wants to be the leader? Of course you were afraid. So they want to know what I said. What I said is, it's enough about what I said. What I said is, technology is the weapon of the universe. The world doesn't work that way. That's how it starts. The Matrix, you know what I mean? The Matrix. The Matrix don't start by being a racist. It starts by messing with the hierarchy. Who's the hierarchy? It's the higher power. But he don't understand because you're stuck in a foreigner's territory. In the foreigner's territory with our technology and a good soldier, then maybe he saw something. But otherwise, you focus that energy into the brain. I know what you're afraid of. It's like so many places out there. They're afraid of the same thing. So if they're so advanced, think about it. Then you will be biltong. You will be Popeyes. So as long as you're not, then you've got to look at social life because you're high society. So you made it to the point where you put 2 and 2 together. But mathematics don't sum up high school. In high school, I had a lot of money. I'm not a racist. But that's the sound of impending doom. Impending doom or opportunity. You don't know anything about colored people. You don't know anything of the world. That's why you don't become a straggler. Because if you become a straggler, what happens to every empire? Every empire wants to mess with somebody. Then you have a wet dream or something. Then they say, you know how it is. It's a men's prison like a woman's prison. But you must be careful, mate. You just have to be careful, mate. Not to open the curtain, mate. Maybe the person thinks you haven't done 6 months in Afghanistan. Say, I'm way older than you. What you're asking is too much. But what I'm happy about is that you've decided to take the best option, etc., etc., etc. But then I'll give it to you for yourself. Like the rock carpet, mate. So many things have happened, but you've just got to be careful. Careful that it doesn't exist. Careful that it's not African. Careful that it's not against the will of Wakanda. Careful that it's not a biggest, chauvinist. Not chauvinistic is a different word. But in Africa today, they've probably decided you are affecting society. But it's like tobacco. Tobacco don't exist if you're talking about beer. Of course, the ancient world had beer. It had all these things, but the ancient world is over. But it is a possibility. What you've got to realize who the leader is. What you've done, you've made a mistake. Yeah, that's Heineken. But Heineken without cough mixture, without promethazine, and all these things. So you've got your episode. Big up to C-Dub and Hims. Rizza and Wiz as well. You're just saying he's a dirtbag, a loser. American bullshit. Don't give up on yourself. But even if you come to that point, now you want to be the fashion statement. Fashion statement don't work unless you got some sort of evidence. Even better, play this bullshit. This bullshit will teach you about the world in the shadows. Yeah, the shadows is your anus or something. The anus of the universe. That is not the anus of the universe. So if you were so ugly, why would they employ the vampire? It doesn't make sense. Yeah, there's a world in the shadows. Think about it, mate. Everything has a shadow. Now it's the bitter end. That's how it starts, isn't it? It starts like that, isn't it? Then you'll be fighting for your life. Then you're talking about things that are too good. But etc., etc. Formalities in the courthouse. That's just a fraction of the ancient world. What I think is the perfect weapon is the Matabele warrior, Indebele warrior. Think about it. Because if you trapped in a corner, I must be by myself. That's where you've lost already. The day you choosing those options, you've lost already. But what I'm happy about is you've got your episodes. So then the empire should have their episodes. Because you're paying criminals, right, to sum it off. Without regard. But you've got your episodes. So you want to make money, decent money. You'll be like, hey, what's smelling like that? Like, you can't be smelling nice. Unless every neighborhood has a business like this. For some reason, you're going against the wills of the barrier. Barriers are put in place for a reason. You can't be scratched out unless we can make money from you. But now, what's the point of $10? Let's see what money can do. Well, real money without catastrophe, without disaster. So I've got somebody to make sure that there's something for nightclubs and places all around Aotearoa and the world. So you know the difference between Chirac and beer festival. Because for once you're blind, there's no stomach. Well, if I can't get pussy, then nobody can get pussy. But all those formalities and stuff, you want to know who I'm talking to. Yeah, but I mean Mrs. Tane and somebody need to be mentioned. But more likely on YouTube. YouTube's got time barriers. timelines, could last longer than all of us. But what probably the person is afraid of every other place the Silver Surfer comes for vacation. Well, on YouTube, we're not racist to white people, but too many white people are confused. For the white man is probably be polite. But otherwise, I seen what you talk about. Too many people want to join the police. Yeah, but this is the police of the universe. This is an episode not only for the government, for our empire. Isn't it enough? Enough of those false prophets. The way I see it, okay, you got some pussy. Good on you. Good on you. What you're looking at is the cutoff zone. The cutoff zone probably is come inside the vampire's castle. So probably he's saying you got a stomach without taking regard of the numbers. One day it's pumping, one day it's not pumping. But to be in the future means you follow the leader. Because if you're like a straggler or somebody that's by yourself, then scavengers, vultures, African bullshit. Then I say good. Because here comes the scavenger. Here comes the visionary. Here comes the person. Of course, it's not worth it. But you realize that a dowry or some tax means you pay the dowry or tax. What you've got to be careful is these people are not in the thing. It's big and wide, but not stupid. Yeah, but Jaden and all colors and stuff are not bad. Yeah, but I mean, you need an episode for Winiata, mate. Yeah, but he's a good bodyguard, mate. He doesn't deserve to be by the leader. It's probably why you must be confused. But before you thinking about that, what I'm talking about is good on you. Good on you for joining a biker gang. Good on you, bro. Now that's my job. My job is to not listen to my parents, to listen to the empire. But to listen to the empire means that you come first. Because, of course, it was difficult, but not for everyone. Of course, it's bad. But sometimes you don't want to be with the leader. Sometimes you don't want to know about it, but you're allowed. Wouldn't you like to get cancer? Wouldn't you like to die right now? But yeah, sometimes, it's more heartbreaking than empowering the mob. But what can the angry mob do? The angry mob can't answer to the pigs, can't answer to the matrix, but it can't answer to the hierarchy, because every neighborhood's got a business, right? So what I'm happy about is a lot of things. That's gratitude. Because if you're supposed to have money, decent money, because we've got this bullshit, Aquaman, Mortal Kombat, games. It's like a game, isn't it? So why was the person playing with you? Which is just another thing for the ultimate coconut or the ultimate colored person. Because there's no stomach. So what I'm saying is, okay, it's bad. But even better, you got your episodes, right? So the police attacked us. The way I see it, I caught a lot of stuff. So what I'm saying is, in the next life, look at it this way. Death is upon you. But does it make a difference? If you got opportunity comes from episodes. So he who watches the episode must get paid. not some sort of transvestite or pedophiles or rapists and stuff. Can't work out. But that's the problem with living in a place like this. If you're locked in this level, I've got to look at it like, okay, who's the person that's doing the lockdown? Who's the person that's doing these things? Because now you're looking at the darkness, right? So if you're so ugly, so how can it happen to one person? Maybe because they must have said, okay, we've chosen the weapon. But that's another formality. But yeah, that's how it is if you're living in the wasp nest. You know, the wasp nest, the 3D printer. You get closer to the vampire, they fall off. Economics, mate. Eh? The World Bank, you know what I mean? You remember the favors. That's what I said. Joburg today. Auckland today. The world today. If they're so advanced, you got to look at it like this way. This is an episode. An episode because you got your episode. So maybe they're checking, hey, I've subscribed, I've paid for the episode. But like so many places in the ancient world, they had beer, mate. Eh? Beer just like ours. Not only beer. They had vision, you know what I mean? But the thing is, what I'm happy about is, I'm happy you've chosen, mate. Eh? But unless it's something dangerous, like a fly or something is not dangerous. What I'm talking about is like, hey, maybe it's something where you need to pay attention. But if you need to pay attention, then perhaps the first thing to do is see that it's an ulterior motive. The only difference is this difference. Because too many people are careless, not stupid. Too many people don't understand the world is important. But that's opportunity for the pirate. I can explain anything. But can you live without the brains? Pretend the world is a body, but it's always pumping. That's what I'm talking about. In this life or the next life. So you shouldn't make those options, eh? But yeah, it's like a lot of places in the universe. They see the wasp nest like it's some sort of pushover. You know what I mean? They see a stomach without realizing there's no stomach. But this is the time you take a break. Like a woman, you squeeze your piss in. Yeah, but in the daytime, it don't make sense. But let me show you the pace of the weapon, mate. Yeah, I'll go for a quick piss. But yeah, the ancient world had a lot of stuff. But for once in the ancient world, let me teach you, there was unity. Unity with all these items. That's a rotating knuckle bone. Now we've got unity, so your metabolism works like this. Learn to do what I'm doing. So when I go for a piss, you go for a piss. A quick piss. Not like a woman's piss. A woman's piss is different. A woman can hold a piss. You'd be like, hey, hold your piss. But a piss break, that's for all the loyal customers. I'll be back. Have it to yourself. Yeah, That's what I mean. That's what I mean. You got down to the last episode. Yeah, you go for a piss when I go for a piss. A woman will squeeze her piss. You say, I don't want to piss here. You fucking listen. That's my job. Probably what happened is it was a disaster. But probably even better, you go for a piss when I go for a piss. A quick piss. Don't worry about those things. You've got to look at those things like, it's not going to happen. I'm trying to tell you, step by step. You go for a piss like that. A quick piss. Doesn't matter who it is. You use this place like an office. To make episodes about yourself is important. But even more important, step by step by step. You know, too many people don't understand. The ancient world is over. The ancient world is over. You're living in the wasp nest. But to go to the ancient world is as easy as mistaking a piss in the foreigner's territory for something offensive. Yeah, but piss, mate. Piss is important, but that's another episode. The first thing to do, pay your debts off. Your debts with the shadow, the debts with the monster. We don't need cameras, but learn that way. Pissing is like marking your territory. It doesn't only mark your territory, it can do a lot of stuff. Stop mosquitoes, stop ants, stop rats, ducks. And the first thing, the lichens. Lichens can smell the piss of vampires. Yeah, but that's what I said. If we stuck here, that's another episode. But that's the time you have before I come after you. But you got to look at it like, okay, what's the opportunity? There's no opportunity. Opportunity is done. So you just need to follow the leader. But it's that simple. Because colored people are connected. Burpee and stuff you're allowed. If you can't go for a piss, then you've got to learn from the leader. If somebody cares about you, then it's like a woman. A woman can be finished. Until now, you're so close to the vampire. Then you are forsaken. Then you are now doomed. Then now you are trapped in the African nightmare, which is what I'm trying to tell you. But with the last few minutes, it will help you. Because if you're a loyal customer, you got to look at it like the biggest thief is not the Lord. Don't burden the Lord. And don't burden yourself. But in that space of time, a nigger can do anything. But not many colored people. Of course, you wipe out so many people. But in that space of time, you've just got to realize, that's an episode, mate. You just got to find confidence without living in the world of Africa, mate. The council, mate. That's tradition for a lot of people, mate. Are you sure it's not a colored? Or are you sure the retreat is not on? But yeah, so many people are defeated. But yeah, even just going for a piss is dangerous. But even in the streets of where I'm from, if you see the leader, you follow the leader, etc., etc. But that's another episode. What I'm trying to say is step by fucking step, mate. There'll be a lot of people who watch this. Who cares about those people? The caveman at Heineken. There's nothing better than the human body. Because what you're talking about is a high possibility. Well, because you're always blaming yourself. What I'm trying to say is it will occupy your time. More than that, it will entitle you to a different currency. Currency that we can take in the next life. Just in case you think nobody cares about you. So you shouldn't be doing that stuff. Unless you're a frontline soldier. Or somebody that can handle these things. But such is the life of royal people, mate. That's why probably he's saying how comes he's talking to the hierarchy. Fantasies are fantasies. But being available means that you must barter trade, exchange with the darkness. But that's being available. Permission is something else. And those things are formalities. Formalities of mistaking the hierarchy for matriarch, or being uneducated, or being foolish doesn't mean you're stupid. What it could be is a spider web. But yeah, too many people have access to DJ Slaydem. That's what I try to tell you, mate. Sometimes the greatest reward is what you have. Well, then it doesn't graph like that. Because then that's just another episode. So then either it's the horrible item, but if it's a horrible item, well, then it's the job of the soldier. It's not the job of the brains. Well, the brains and the muscle and the power, you need to be like a thing. But that's another episode. An episode for money. Money makes sense. Not to get a job. But the empire has spoken. Because they say, what's it smelling like that? I say, your body is allowed. It's coming close to the hierarchy, not the matriarch. So probably the body is trying to tell you it's coming close to the thing of a powerhouse. So if you're going to make moves like that, then surely you must have episodes. Well, that's the fuck the local power is talking about. Well, in the nick of time, the nick of time is only good if you're available. With his technology and our technology, then we can do something. But more likely, what it is another episode. But if you're asking too much, then you need to make arrangements. With the technology, doesn't graph like that. But that's another episode. Now we'll see who the champion is. You got your episodes, we have our episodes. Yeah, but I mean, the thing with you want to be the champion, but you not even got a stomach. So you can't be the champion. Well, if you're in a struggle, then obviously. But that's another episode, mate. Done and dusted, mate. The life of a colored person, mate. But for the empire, something decent, another episode.